Hey everybody, it's Alan from Woodcrest Bonsai, and today I wanted to do an update on my fusion bald cypress. So the fusion technique, if we zoom in here, is simply where you take a number of small seedlings and tie them all together in a group so that they fuse together, and that when all of the trunks get to a certain size, you will have a much larger trunk than if you had tried to grow these things individually. And the reason I'm doing this video is the very first attempt I made at doing the fusion technique was a video last August, and I talked about in that video that I wanted the pot that the plants were in. And only 2 of those survived. That video, that first video in August, only 2 of the trees survived. So I think I learned my lesson. Do not, and I did not root prune any of them, but just do not manipulate the roots of bald cypress in August. It's just a death sentence. These were all done when they should have been done, which was, I have a video of me doing these. It was the 20th of January, the dead of winter, basically. And holy cow, they have just grown so beautifully. And I have 15 of these, and they all look exactly the same. So I decided just to bring 3 over to the workbench just to show you. You can see that I tied the trunks together with actually grafting tape. It sticks to itself. Here's another piece right here and another piece right here. I did 2 pieces per group, and they're very irregular. I did not try to get them all perfectly aligned. So like we have this one here, which is kind of a strange little thing, and then this group here has 3 or 4 that are all quite small, and they're much further in than you would think, to have the. But I really think that irregularity is going to add to the naturalness of the tree. And wow, they've sprouted just beautifully. Now they still have some brown, but this is old leaves from last fall that just haven't fallen yet. So there's a brown guy right there. There's another brown one right here. But these are actually last year's leaves, and there's another brown one on the very top of this guy. Nothing about the new growth says that they're unhealthy. Oh, here's another brown one. And I'm picking these off, but it's totally unnecessary. And they have just grown so beautifully. If you watch the January 20th video, they were all just sticks, no leaves whatsoever. And I did not cut any of these back either, so they're just as tall as they were when I put them into the pots, plus the amount that they've grown since. And I really I'm not going to do this with all of them, but I want to take one group and just see what the roots look like. So hopefully I can do this. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, some very nice roots. Look at that. Some very nice roots. Let's see if we can bring it up like this. Oh, yeah, look at that. Just growing beautifully. So they're super healthy. And I'm looking forward to growing these on. And, it was only January, so what is it now? End of March. So that's only 2 months. January, February, March. 20th of January, and now I believe today is the last day of March. And you can sort of see how they're beginning to fuse. They haven't fused yet. I don't think there's any question that they have not fused. But I do believe that they will. And then once the trunks have fused, where I've got them tied closely together, then I can remove the ties. The lower portions will fused much later. But I've got some pictures of ancient bald cypress that have giant buttress trunks, but there's giant holes in between what you would call the roots. And these trees are hundreds of years old. So I'm not worried about having the buttress part perfectly closed off. I don't think that's really necessary for the design. So once again, if we pan out, these guys are probably a little too tall for the design, but I wanted to give them as much chance to produce as much energy, to grow as quickly as they could, to thicken as much as they could. And so that's why I didn't cut them back at all. So there we go. The one attempt that I made in August, most of the trees died. This group of 15 that I all did pretty much concurrently on the 20th of January, and I have that video that you can click on the link at the end of this one. They have all done fantastic. So I'm super happy. So if you like the progress of these guys, please hit the like button. And when you subscribe, you'll be able to watch these guys continue. And I have a feeling that it's only going to be maybe a year or two. I have some places I need to clear, and then I'm planning on putting numerous trees in the ground, not just these guys. And I'm probably going to take just a certain percentage. Say like I've got 15, so let's say like 5, and put them in the ground and let them go nuts and just see what the results are. And then obviously if I am certain that they're going to thicken much more quickly in the ground, then I can take the other 10 and put them in the ground. It's not like I have to do all 15. I'm only working in a limited amount of space. So that'll be the update on these guys, is probably after I've cleared the space. And I plan on putting other groups of trees in the ground also, not just bald cypress. So please stay tuned for that. And so please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. And I hope the viewer that saw the last video, and he asked me very succinctly, did this work? And of course I had to send a comment back, no, it didn't. But these I think will. And so we can watch them both together as they mature. So thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next video.